Hey guys and gals, Homestead Prepper. Okay, today I'm going to show you how to do an easy fix on one of these tankless water heaters. Now there are more complicated problems with them, but today it's going to be an easy fix. I was able to fix that one right there for $35, and I believe we're going to be able to fix that one for another $35. I haven't looked at that one on the left there yet, but that's 18 kW, that's 27, and that's 27 kW right there. And before I get into the video, guys, I need to remind you that you need to work at your own risk and that this video is for information and entertainment purposes only. And if you're going to work on one of these, make sure you do it under the direct supervision of a licensed electrician or a certified ream repair technician. All right, you really don't need any really expensive tools to do the repair I'm doing today. You don't need a meter like this. You can get just a simple continuity meter. You could probably make one yourself, but you can get one from Harbor Freight. But you need something that's going to read continuity, and you need a Phillips screwdriver. This is a 1.5" socket and a pair of needle nose. You might need that. Okay, today I want to show you an easy fix on one of these tankless water heaters. Now this is a 27 kW. This is going to apply to any tankless water heater. I've already got one that I've repaired, and you can probably guess what was wrong with it. But this one is the same problem, and I'm going to show you how I did some troubleshooting on it. Let's take this cover off right here. Get that out of the way. And we're going to turn this around. Now, for video reasons, I've already taken these two wires off of right there. You don't want to put them on the same terminal. They go opposite like that. But I happen to have a meter here. Let's set that to ohms. That's our ohm, and that's our continuity tester. And that means we got continuity. So if we go from here to here, this element should get continuity, and we're not getting any. If we go from here to the ground, we're not getting anything. And if we go to the other terminal, we're getting continuity. So this is shorted to ground. You can see this is one I took out of another one, and you can see why we're not getting any continuity out of it, because it's broken. So same thing, and that's probably the same thing wrong with that one. You see we're not getting any continuity. Alright, let's remove that. I just happen to have another one of these ready. This is an 1.5" socket right here. This is normally what I use for working on my tractor, but this is 1.5" here. So let's put this on here and let's see if we can break it loose. You want to put your hand on here. You don't want to just rip this thing off of here. Coming out too easy, because it's probably exploded just like this one is. Well, something broke loose in there. We have water. There we go. Pull that thing out. Of course, I need to tell you that y'all need to work at your own risk on this. Come on out, baby. Oh my gosh. Look at all that crap in there. Well, that may be one reason why it was it working, and you can see that it's broke, and it, like I said, it shorted the ground. So I'm going to take this out and clean that crap out of there. I guess this is stuff from my well. Alright, let's get that cleaned out. Well, I've definitely got some water quality issues. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and take these other two out, and we're going to rinse all that crap out of there. And if you can look and pretty much see how the wires go together. If you have issues, you can put numbers on them, and you can write on here and make your job a lot easier when you go to put it back together. Well, that one sure comes out a lot easier. Well, that one doesn't have the issues that the other one did. Still pretty nasty though. Alright, let's go to door number 3 here. We started having that issue right there, and I put a filter out there by the well, and we've pretty much mitigated the problem. And I guess this was before we did it. Now these elements, these actually look pretty good, and they ohm out. Now guys, if you were in a pinch, this is a 27 kW. What you could do is take one out here and move this in over there, move these over, because the last one only comes on if you have super high demand. You could cut this off right here. Now guys, you do this at your own risk, but you could cut that off, screw that in. Don't hook the wires up to it, you know, disable them so you don't have electricity going in your water. But anyway, let me get that cleaned out. So like I said, guys, if you do any electrical, you know, consult a licensed electrician. Let me get this cleaned out. Man, you want to talk about hard water. Alright, I got that all cleaned out, but you definitely don't want to short this out and have that electricity go in your house and kill you and your family. I did a service call years ago, and the people, they had a conventional water heater, and it was not grounded, and it was sending 120 volts up to the tub, and they were getting shocked every time they turned the water on. Now that could have been very deadly. So, but anyway, let's put these back. And guys, being this one has some mileage on it, I'm going to put this one in this position over here. This one was not used as much. Let's put that one right there. And this was a new one. Now guys, like I said, I replaced one of these in another one of those things I have, and it was like $70 for both of them delivered to my house. So $35 for one of these as opposed to buying a new one is pretty economical. Let me put this thing out of here. You want to inspect it too and make sure it looks alright. You don't want to stick it in there and it's messed up. Put that in there. Fits in there like a loose glove. Now someone can chime in there on the proper torque rating for this. I don't happen to know what it is right now. Like I said, this is something you have to do at your own risk. So I'm just going to put it on there where it's snug, and I'm going to hook it up with some water and test it and make sure there's no leaks coming out of here, because you don't want to have one of these start leaking and then there there again, you got the potential for, you know, someone getting shocked. Water and electricity don't mix. And the disclaimer is, you have absolutely pure water, it does not conduct electricity. It has to have an electrolyte in it. So anyway, you can see that the water going into this was not pure water. Put this one on. You don't want to break it off. Okay, now what we're going to do, guys, is we're just going to make sure that we don't have any issues here. This is my continuity. This is the new one we put in there. Continuity. Continuity. And continuity. But definitely what we want to check is make sure there's nothing going to ground. Nothing. 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 So I would say those are good. And like I said, you can label your wires, but you can pretty much see how these are going. Now if you get your wires crossed, you're going to have more problems. So, alright, well, let me put those back on there. These come with screws in them. So this was the shortest one. This is the next shortest one, so we can see that those two go right there. And I can't emphasize enough, guys, if you don't know what you're doing with electrical stuff, don't do it. Call a pro. You don't, like I said, you don't want to kill you or your family. And I guess if you had a torque screwdriver, you could put these down to spec. Now you don't want to do them so tight you strip it out, because then if you do that, you're going to have a lot of problems. You're probably going to have to buy a new element. So anyway, all these are nice and tight without being, you know, breaking them off. I need to get some compressed air and blow that moisture off of there. But anyway, guys, this one is been repaired, and you want to make sure you put these caps back on here. Because if you leave those caps off, and actually this is going to be a spare, but if you leave those caps off, I mean, you could get a lizard or something up in there, and, you know, while you're taking a shower, a dried up dead lizard comes out there on your face. So you don't want that to happen, so make sure you put those things on there. Alright, well, I guess we're going to call that a wrap, and that was a pretty easy fix. Okay, I've labeled these that these are repaired. I'm going to put these on a shelf, and that way if a couple years goes by, then I'll know that they were repaired on this date. So that one, still working on it. Alright, Homestead Prepper out.